What's going on, Pride Squad? It's your boy JR here. We are back with another video on this beautiful, I'm just gonna say weekday evening. It's about 8 o'clock and it feels wonderful out here, man. But anyway, without further ado, y'all see the title in the thumbnail. You see what we're about to get into. Now, you know the kind of community that we live in when you own a car like a Challenger or a Charger or any sports car for that matter. But in this case, it's a Challenger. So it's a whole bunch of crazy stuff going on out there. And God forbid if anything happens to anybody's car, a lot of times it's a bunch of he say, she say. So we're trying to eliminate that by installing this dash cam. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, this is a Vantrue Nexus 5 dash cam, and this is one of the top of the line dash cams for 2024. Now, I was debating on if I really wanted to go this big as far as a dash cam because it has a lot, you know, and it does a lot. My thing is like if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it, you know. If it's like different tiers or different levels something, or different models or something like that, unless I specifically have a vision in mind, I'm gonna try to go for the top model. So in this case, we got the Nexus 5 right here, and I'm gonna list all the different specs and whatnot in a screenshot right here so y'all can take a look at it, because it's a lot to run down. And to be honest with you, I ain't got the wind to do it all, to say all of it. I'm trying to make this video as quick as possible, but I want to give y'all all the information that you need. Now, if this is your first time at the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit the like button. Drop comments below as we go through the video. I'll try to answer your questions as efficiently as possible, and if I can't answer them, I'll lead you somewhere or somebody who can answer them. But without further ado, let me go ahead and just give you a little look-see. All right, so we got the Nexus 5, got the Vantrue Nexus 5 dash cam right here, and also we have the Hardwire kit, and we got the Vantrue 256 gig micro SD card with the adapter to it. All right, so just a quick rundown of costs and everything. So I did order this from Amazon. If you're interested in getting this, check out the link in my description. If you use the link, you'll be helping the channel out, man. So if this is a product that you're interested in, please use the link in the description to help your boy out when you're trying to grow. Real quick side note, I want to thank y'all so much. We hit 10,000 subscribers. I know it's been a long time coming. My channel is not as active with uploading as I would like it to be, but y'all know I have multiple channels and it's a lot going on. Y'all. But I want to thank each and every one of y'all real quick just for sticking with your boy, subscribing, sharing the videos, using the promo codes for the different, you know, sponsorships that we've had over the course of, I don't know, I started the channel like 2017, but I know it's helped y'all out. It's definitely helped me out. So I just wanted to say that real quick. Thank y'all for that. We're going on the road to 20K next, and we're gonna keep it pushing, man. We're gonna keep it pushing. All right. So without further ado, let's go and get on to it. All right. So for the Vantrue, for the actual dash cam itself, $399.99 on Amazon. For the memory card right here, $49.99. I know it's a lot, but this memory card right here has a lot to offer. You can kind of see right here. You can use it for multiple occasions right here. But I think the main thing about this one right here is the fact, and this could be for different ones too, maybe more than this one, but it is waterproof, temperature proof, magnetic proof, x-ray proof. I'm not sure what the x-ray, if you would really need that for real. But you definitely want temperature proof and possibly waterproof too, especially when you're dealing with a dash cam that's in the car on the windshield. And y'all know how we get in the summertime. All right, so next we got the Vantrue 11.5-foot Type-C USB dash cam hardware kit. This hardware kit right here is definitely a necessity, especially when you want to have everything connected directly through the car, you know, connected to the fuse box at the battery, and so that when you turn the car off, you're still able to continue recording. You know, God forbid if you're parked somewhere, somebody hits you on the side or whatever, you can still go back and check out the footage. I think one of the main things that drew me to this camera is the app that it uses for Vantrue. From what I'm hearing, some really good things on that. So definitely just want to keep y'all, you know, like I said, I'm gonna let y'all know everything that's going on with that. And again, the link will be in the description. I got a really good deal on this one, y'all. I think I saved, they had a coupon for this combo right here, and I saved like 80 bucks on it. So I ended up paying a total of $417. And if I can find that exact link, I will. And I hope that y'all can get the same deal. So I'm gonna try to go ahead and get this video out as soon as possible so that y'all can possibly get the same deal. But okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go on and do this unboxing so y'all can see that. All right, y'all, so we are back here. Oh, let's go ahead and get into this unboxing. So as I said, we got the Nexus, the Vantrue Nexus 5 right here. I guess I can give y'all a little rundown of what we got going on. Let me zoom in just a little bit. All right. Oh, that's a whole lot. Okay, so as I said before, you got cameras on the front, cameras on the back, cameras on the front, cameras on the back for both the front and the rear camera. 1080p for the front and rear cabins. For the cameras and everything, 360 degrees all the way around. You got voice control, it's 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi and app control, GPS logger, motion detector, collision detector, low bitrate parking mode, adjustable parking monitor zone, magnetic assist mount, super capacitor, extreme temperature protector. CPL filter is something that helps reduce the glare when the sun is shining on the inside of the cabin. I did opt out on that one, but that is something optional that you can get. It's not included in this packaging. All right, y'all, so let's go on and get to it and back y'all out some. Yeah, it's got that new fresh smell right there. All right, so this is the camera right here. Man, this camera is huge. I must say, I didn't realize it was this big. The camera. All right, Vantrue right here. So it looks like we've got, this is a front camera right here. So this is what will be facing outwards. And we have the cabin camera, which is here on the inside. And then this is our screen. All right, and right here is where we have, looks like the rear camera. It'd be nice if both cameras were about this small, about this size. That'll be nice. So yeah. And again, we have a diagram kind of showing you where to have everything. So it looks like this is the rear camera, so you have it so that it's facing this way. This is how it should be. It should not be upside down. Camera should be on the right side if you're facing the back seat. Cables. Got a little tucking tool possibly. Looks like probably another 3M adhesive. Yeah, that's a 3M adhesive. That's a couple of them in there. Put that to the side. I'll open this up here. Looks like we got the 3M adhesive. This is the mount, what looks to be for the front camera. Connects like so. And then you can just pull it right on off. All right, and we got the power cable, USB-C, as I said before. You can plug this into your adapter, power adapter, and you can plug another plug in there. But like I said, we want to hardwire it, so we'll put that to the side, see what else we got in, pull that out the way. All right, then you got your manual right here. You got microfiber cloth, some alcohol, some adhesive alcohol wipes, and of course if you want to put this up here and let the people know what you got, you can. Me, I probably won't do that. I just don't need to be messing with my stuff. All right, and we got your extra long cables right here. So you got your USB to USB-C to USB-C on each side here. That's pretty long to be able to go from the front to the back of the car. Put that to the side, and what else we got here? All right, and this right here is for the front camera, USB-A to USB Type-C for that. Hardwire kit for the dash cam. This is going to be the interesting thing right here, probably the most difficult, but we're looking right here. So you've got a bunch of different fuse tabs, and basically with these different fuse tabs you just find which fuse fits your fuse box. So if you have a Challenger, you know, and you're in luck, because we're gonna find the one that we need to clamp on for that. So we're gonna put that, where are we? Over here. Looks like we got some more fuses over here. All right, and this is the wiring kit. Okay, here we go. So this is a USB-C cable, which will be plugged into the cameras. And then you got right here where you can, for the hardwire kit, you can determine whether you want it to be 12 volt or 11.6 volts. I'll probably keep it on 12. But then you also have your cables to connect to the car, which is for your ground. Then you got your accessory cable, and you have your positive, the battery, that you're going to connect to one of these fuses that fits your car. And we're about to go ahead on and get into this install portion. So let me go and figure out exactly how this thing is going to be wired up so I can come back and sound like I know what I'm talking about. Let's go. So we're about to go ahead on and install this Vantrue dash cam. We got the front cam and the back cam. And basically what I have done right now is I've already figured out exactly where I'm going to run the wires and how I'm going to connect them to the fuse box and hardwire it into the car so that it's working properly in parking mode when I'm not when the car is not running. So let me show you what I did real quick. All right, so we inside the car, and I have the Vantrue dash cam right here. And basically what's going to happen, you see I got my radar detector right there as well. But what's going to happen is I'm going to have the dash cam basically kind of here to the left, kind of where the camera, the cabin camera is on the inside, right in the middle, basically right there. And I have the wire, which is a USB-C hard wire for it, running up and under this headliner right here. Okay, I know this light is kind of weird, but y'all see where I'm at. But I have it running under this headliner right here, and also, you know, still going behind the headliner. And I basically just kind of peeled back this rubber piece right here and have it running, have the wire running straight down here, and this is where it's coming out at, you can see. Then I was able to get under here. All right, had to get my exposure right. But yeah, so I have the wire running right through here. It's a straight hole going straight through. And with that being said, we are right here with the wire itself. I have the wire running down like so. This right here is where you choose your voltage, whether you want it to turn off, or, you know, if your battery gets below 12 volts, it'll turn off right there in 11.6. I recommend keeping it on 12 just to be safe. But basically I have the wire right here and everything, and I have it grounded. There are 3 wires for this hardwire kit. You got your ground wire, which I have grounded right there to that bolt. Then you got your accessory wire, which is the yellow one right here. You see you got your ACC accessory wire, and then you have your positive wire right here. So with both of these, I tested out of both fuses. As you can see, I had the fuse tester right over here, and I tested out both fuse spaces. So I have a few spares actually up front, but I basically just you know, they give you different sizes for fuses, so depending on which size you have, that determines which one you use. And I just knew from looking at mine that it was the smaller fuses, so that's what I ended up using right here, the smaller fuses. So I had the accessory in the spare, and I have the positive in a spare over here, and these are live fuses. So basically what I did was check it, connected to ground, and tapped this on the end of a fuse, and when it lit up, then I knew that, you know, it was a live fuse, so it works in parking mode and everything. All right, so that's pretty much how I have it wired for that portion of it. The next portion is gonna be running the rear camera to the back. All right, y'all, so got everything ran, got all the wires ran, and got the cameras up in the back. So let's take a look here, and let me show y'all what I got as far as the setup. All right, so here we go. This is how I got it set up right here. We have the Vantrue on the left, and we have the Vantrue on the left, and we got the our radar detector on the right side here. That way, you know, it's not really blocking my vision like that. All right, and so for the rear camera, which is connected right here, I have that running up. I was gonna go to the left, but then I realized that the USB plug was on the right, so you can kind of see it in the rear view right here. But I basically have it running up the headliner, all the way up behind the headliner, right over here, even through the back side of the headliner, you know, where you see it right there, right in the crease. Have it running right up there, and just tuck everything right back under the headliner. And this is what the back camera looks like. So with this back camera, it has the cabin basically looking from the back side in, and it has a camera on the outside too, looking out the back window. This camera is really for the most part, for a person who does like ride sharing, you know, and because sometimes I use my car for Uber and stuff. So what I do is basically just use it for ride share. Well, I will be using it for ride share stuff because it is disconnectable, but not the back camera. I'm not worried about that one so much. But this is the moment of truth right here. The car is completely off. There are no lights showing, nothing like that. I completely disconnected everything. I don't even have the fuses connected for the Vantrue. So let me go and connect those back. Let's go ahead and look at it and see what's going on. All right, so like we see here, we got power. All right, and we are in English, so we're gonna select English. Okay, so you got buttons down here. So you got your buttons down here to kind of control it. I'm trying to see if I can get y'all to, so I can show this to y'all. But yeah, right there, so you can see at the bottom of the screen, that's how you select stuff, and also how you move back and forth. So this is, let me see, okay. All right, in the time zone, I forgot what is this? All right, yes, that's us, right? Wait, that's us right here. All right, month, date, year, we're gonna keep that like that. Oh, we already set 2:15 right there. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, let's go on to 60 hertz. You know, we doing miles per hour. Let's do 5G. Format SD card. I already put the SD card inside, so yes, we're gonna go on and do it. We're gonna go on format the card. Typically, that's what you do when you installing a new card and everything. You format it. All right, format is successful, and there we go. We got all the views, man. Got all 4 channels. We got the front one is the main, and you got the inside cabin, which I see right here, inside of the back cabin, and then we got the very back, which I gotta pull that blue film off right there. But now it's pretty much set. As I said before, everything is connected, everything is where it should be. You got the back camera linked up there. It's a real clean install on there, and we got everything hooked up in the front right here. Dash cam is looking good so far, man. I mean, you know, we got all the camera feeds up there and everything. Everything is looking clean. Everything is looking real clean right now. I like that. I like that. All right, so what I want to do is I'm interested in this app. So what I've done is I've downloaded the Vantrue app, and I want to get it connected so that I'll be able to basically look and see, you know, download my footage or whatnot. And that's one of the main things that I love about this thing. Let me close the sunroof so y'all can see what's going on. All right, so we downloaded the app from the App Store. It says please turn on Wi-Fi function on the dash cam and keep the phone within 6.6 feet of the dash cam. Did that. Next, we're going to go on and connect to the Vantrue system through Wi-Fi. All right, so the Vantrue, the dash cam has its own Wi-Fi that you connect to directly. So that's what we're going to do. And it's the same password for every one of them. So let's go on and do that. All right, we got Vantrue right here. We're gonna put in that default password. For some reason it's saying there's no internet connection, but I know that's just because 2 meters. All right, so we are there, and there we go. We are absolutely connected. Got a live preview and everything. Yeah, man. So if you guys have any questions or comments, like I said, please drop them down in the comment section below, and I'll try to answer them as best as I possibly can. I'll probably be going back in doing another video on this to, you know, highlight some features or whatnot. Now I'm not going to know every little detail about every little thing. Like as far as connecting the fuses goes, I only knew a little bit, enough to know that when the car was off, it was still, you know, those were live fuses, and you know, it worked, so it'll work in parking mode. So right now I'm gonna turn the car off, and battery voltage when I turn the car off is at 13.4. Camera is still going, it's just not, you know, it's just not, the LCD screen's not on, which is perfect. So I'm gonna go on and how about the car, let this thing just be what it's gonna be. And yeah, let's go and close this thing out. All right, man, so look, quick side note before I go and let y'all go. One thing I did not talk about recently was the fact that I got my car back lowered again. So when I originally got that thing sitting like a monster truck, I said, nah, I couldn't do it. So I ended up going to Butler Tire in Austell, Georgia, and they ended up taking care of me. Hold on one second, this thing is killing me. Yeah, but yeah, I ended up going to Butler Tire in Austell, Georgia, and they ended up getting me some Ibach Pro line springs. So I have the Pro kit on here now. So I just want to show y'all this real quick. This is how we looking right now. No more monster truck status. No more monster truck status. Everything is sitting real high. Next thing I definitely want to do is get some get some different wheels, man. Mine's are scraped up horribly. Y'all have no clue, man. But anyway, man, I'm about to let y'all go, man. It's your boy JR. Pride Squad, man. Y'all be safe out here in these streets, and I'm gonna keep y'all posted on everything that's going on. Man, look how I'm looking at it from the outside. I don't know if y'all can even see it for the reflections and everything, but it's kind of a big camera. Yeah, you are on candid camera. So I'm gonna come back out here and check the status on this battery life and everything of the car, and make sure this parking mode is not killing it for real. And yeah, that's pretty much it, man. So I'm gonna holler at y'all in the next one. Y'all be safe out in these streets. Peace. Is it Ellsworth Industrial? I think that's. Hey, is it? Huh? You really trying to do that? I don't think you want to. I don't think you want to. Hey, it's on Ellsworth Industrial, right? Okay. Is it Ellsworth Industrial? I think that's. Hey, is it? Huh? You really trying to do that? I don't think you want to. I don't think you want to. Hey, it's on Ellsworth Industrial, right? Okay. Yeah. Is it Ellsworth Industrial? I think that's. Hey, is it? Huh? You really trying to do that? I don't think you want to. I don't think you want to. Hey, it's on Ellsworth Industrial, right? Okay.